Welcome to East and West of the Rivers Guided Meditation Series. This is a short meditation to offer you a moment to connect with yourself in a mindful way. First, by quieting your mind and relaxing your body, and then through a guided reflection on this month of September and the autumn equinox. If possible, this meditation would be great to practice outside. Find a private spot where you won't be interrupted for about 15 minutes. If you're inside, you might like to be close to a window to look outside. You may also want to have a journal nearby to write about your experience and insights and intentions afterwards. So let's begin. Find a comfortable position in a dignified posture, sitting upright and relaxed. A posture that reflects a sense of alertness, where your body can also be relaxed and at ease. Begin by looking around where you are. Just let yourself simply take in your surroundings, using all your senses: sight, hearing, smell, even touch. And when you're ready, bring your attention back to yourself sitting and allow your eyes to close or a downward gaze so you can begin to move your attention inward. As you settle in, simply begin by noticing what is going on in your body and in your mind. Without trying to change or improve anything, just notice and observe. What thoughts and feelings are you experiencing right now? What physical sensations are present in your body? Again, not looking for anything special, just trying to be open to your experience and to whatever is right here at this moment. Now let's take a couple of deep breaths together, breathing in deeply, bringing your attention to the actual sensations of inhaling slowly, and feeling the sensations of breathing out. Let's do that again a couple more times in your own rhythm and pace. Do your best to feel all the sensations of your breath as it moves into and out of your body. Returning your breath now to its normal rhythm. One of the best ways to stay present and awake mindfully is to use the breath as an anchor to the present moment. So, with soft curiosity, no need to over effort or to strive for anything specific. Just keep it simple by focusing your attention on the rise and fall of your breath, being aware of all the different sensations of breathing that perhaps you don't normally notice. And each time the mind wanders, as it surely will, gently bring your attention back to the sensations of your breath. Without trying to control or change the breath, as best as you can, just simply witness and observe the breath coming and going. I'll be silent for a few moments as you practice. No matter how many times the attention wanders off, keep coming back to the sensations of breathing to arrive to this moment as it is. Mindfulness, present moment awareness, paying attention on purpose with an attitude of open and friendly curiosity, breath by breath. This is an invitation to pause for a couple of minutes to connect with yourself, to be present with your own unique aliveness, present to the world around you with stillness and silence. Now that we've settled into this moment, I invite you to recall your experiences over the past few weeks since we entered September. Reflecting on any of the shifts in your routines, the gentle changes in the weather, in the foods perhaps you've been eating, and perhaps any new seasonal activities that you've been experiencing. In the past few days, it's been the autumn equinox, a time when the sun's placement above the earth crosses the equator, and as a result, there's nearly equal periods of daylight and darkness. So I invite you to reflect on this equinox theme of finding balance amidst change. And just as nature finds equilibrium during this time, we too can tap into our mindfulness practice in a way to find our own sense of balance during transition. Right now, we are seeing the leaves falling from the branches as the trees respond to the changing light, as they sense it's time to let go and release what has completed its full cycle. Leaves at this time are no longer needed for the sustenance of the well being of the tree. So I invite you to reflect on what you may need to release, what's no longer needed to nourish your own growth and well being this autumn. During this time of year, nature is also pulling its energy down into its roots. So I invite you to reflect on this metaphor of roots and consider what gives you stability and what nourishments you can offer your own roots. In human life, our roots are often connected to family, our culture, and traditions, and personal identity. So I invite you to take a few moments to reflect on these. So, our families offer us often a sense of belonging and a connection to our heritage, our ancestors, our upbringing. Are there any specific ways you might like to nourish these family roots this month? Are there aspects within your family roots that aren't serving you well right now and may need to be released? Our cultural roots can reflect our traditions, our values, and customs that have shaped our sense of identity and community. How might you nourish these roots? Similarly, are there any aspects of your cultural upbringing that may be time to release as they have now become barriers, perhaps, to your well being? And lastly, let's consider your personal roots, which are often all of your experiences and memories and influences that have shaped your character and worldview. So I invite you to reflect on your personal roots. What could you nourish as well as what could you release that would help to enhance your well being right now? By reflecting on autumn, noticing how we're experiencing the loss of summer, perhaps dreams and wishes that weren't realized, or even the loss of wonderful moments that are now gone by. These present moment experiences invite us to give ourselves the tender, loving care of witnessing what is true for us in this moment. How are you experiencing this transition away from summer? Just taking a few moments to consider what feelings have been arising lately during this transitional time. As well as with the autumn equinox, we are not only moving away from summer, but we're also moving towards winter. Perhaps you may be experiencing feelings of anticipation about winter's arrival. So I invite you to take a moment to notice if have been, or if they are in this present moment, any feelings about winter approaching. Allowing and appreciating feelings, both pleasant and unpleasant, as they arise, receiving whatever is true for you, is a way to take care of yourself, to take care of the full expression of your unique, one, wild, and precious life as it is, as you are experiencing it this autumn. So, as we move towards closing this meditation, I invite you to take a few deep breaths. May you welcome the autumn equinox with an open heart, accepting the natural cycle of change and transition in your life. May you gracefully embrace life's transitions, like the falling leaves of autumn, letting go of what no longer serves your well being. May you find strength in nourishing your roots through the changes and transitions of this autumn season. Thank you for your practice. Namaste.